Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors unto the elders and the apostles. And with millstone, salutation to you, Akim, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. This is your brother Yasad, back at you with another lesson of edifying. And this lesson would go into, in the end, the true power would be declared and all these other idols would be famished, right? Because we actually know the idols that these heathen worship, right? These so-said gods that these heathen worship, they are the work of their own hands, and they are not they are not no gods, they are not no power. They does nothing for the people, because these heathens would boast, look where their God had done for them and how they had blessed them, but not knowing. Is Yahweh Ba'ashem giving the increase, setting up these nations, giving them the blessings, all these things. But yet what? Hey, right now they have the riches and they still don't acknowledge Yahweh Ba'ashem. Who do they pray to? Their gods. So let's start off in the book of 2nd Ezra, the 3rd chapter, 3. Let's see. Let's start about verse 28. Are their deeds then any better that inhabit Babylon, that they should therefore have the dominion over Israel, over Zion? Because this is Esdras, crying out unto the Lord in the spirit, and showing them, hey, look at how the heathens living it up. Look at how our people in this low state, and yet still them are acknowledging the Lord. Nothing. It's if for when I came here and had seen empathies without number, then my soul saw many evil doers in this 30th year, so that my heart failed me. Not new under the sun, the scripture say, and the wicked come past the righteous in this kingdom. For I have seen how thou sufferest them sinning, and hast spared wicked doers, and hast destroyed thy people, and has preserved thine enemies, and has not signified it. Yeah, precepts back up the book of Psalms, the 73, where it says he was envious at the wicked. They 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 are not plagued like other men. All these different things. They have more than the heart could wish for. But yet what? Amos, the 3rd chapter, you only have I known, of all the families of the earth, so the Lord is punishing the children of Israel. But yet these heathens being spared. The so-called white man, for all the atrocities he has done, he hasn't paid yet. He has not paid yet. It say, I do not remember how this way be left are they then of Babylon better than of Zion, better than they of Zion? Or is there any other people that know thee beside Israel? Or what generation had so believed thy covenants as Jacob? And this is the question he asking the Lord, As yet, and yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor had no fruit. For I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and they think not upon thy commandments. Yeah, up to this day, you see all these nations acknowledge and set up their gods. You would see these Elamites in the taxi. They have about 50 different gods, statues are different gods. A god for life, a god for fertility, a god for health, a god for power, a god for strength, and you name it. And they had that, stick on the dashboard, they had the flags up in the yard, and they keep up with the customs and the ceremonies that they keep, and the feasts and whatsoever, right? The prayers it would be called. They don't miss these things towards their idols, but Yahweh Bashim Yahusha, you bless them and give them all that they had. They don't have time with Yahweh Bashim Yahusha. It's a weed out there for our wickedness now in the balance, and there's also that dwell in the world, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. For when was it that they which dwelt upon earth, and this proof they are Israelites that would look like the other nations, but through the fatherly lineage, they go back to our Israelite man. Because to accept the name, to accept the gospel, and you looking like a so-called white man, it's obvious that through your spirit, and through his lineage, you go back to Jacob, you know. And that is why we don't preach this thing as this is a black Hebrew Israelites thing. There's nothing to do with black, because the Lord say his he he liken us unto a, a speckled bird in book of Jeremiah, right, with many different dots and colors and whatsoever. It says, so shall thy name nowhere be found in it but in Israel. Or when was it they which dwell upon the earth have not sinned in thy sight, or what people have so kept thy commandments? Proven Psalms 147 and 19. He shewed word unto Jacob, he had not dealt so with the other nations. Thou shalt find that Israel by name had kept thy precepts, but not the heathen. The book of Micah chapter 4 and verses 5. Right? Let's say, for all people will walk everyone in the name of his God. Right? So all these different people, all these different nations, they're gonna walk in the customs and the servitude of their different gods. The Muslims have, the Allah, the Hindus, the Mother Lakshmi, all these different other gods. The Buddha would have the Chinese, the Moabite, they had the Buddha, who the reverence, and all these different whatsoever religions they have. Just like these so-called the Christians, not so-called the Christians, they have the Jesus Christ, and all our people, all the brothers that before we brought up, as the Corinthians say, was carried away or led astray by these dumb idols. But the Lord will wake you up in this time to get to know our true power and all these things, right? So it say, and we will walk in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai. Right, select about that. I'm not going to the Blue Letter Bible for that same precept and bring it out in the NLT, in the book of Micah 4 and 5. In the NLT it says, though the nation around us follow their idols, we will follow Yahweh Ba'ashem Yoshai, our power forever and ever. Yeah. So again, for all the people, as I just said, the nations, though the nations around us follow their idols, their gods, we will follow the Lord our power forever. Right? So it proved that these nations, they would be following after their own gods that they set up and whatsoever. Jeremiah 2 and 11. That's why this would back that up. Hath the nation change their God? Hath the nation change their gods? Jeremiah 2 and 11. Hath the nation change their gods, which are yet no gods, but my people have changed their glory for that which doth not profit. So yeah, because we made our covenant to the heathens, we went on and started to worship their gods, and then because the Lord had a problem with Israel for the longest while, forsaking him and worshipping the idols of the heathens. In the NLT, has any nation ever traded its gods for new ones? even though they are not gods at all, yet my people, and that is it, because these Elamites, these 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 Moabites, they kept the God from many days are old, coming straight up, right? Let's say, yet my people have exchanged their glorious power for worthless idols. So that's why we people so into and love the Jesus Christ, so into and love the other gods and the nations, but not Yahweh Hashem Shai. And that is why the Lord is going to destroy them, because they're not going to return. It's after the consumption and a remnant going to return. Though Israel be as the sand at the sea, it's just a remnant going and be saved, yes. Right? We get, because we know these idols that they worship, it has no power in them, and they're going to be confounded with these idols. Let's start off with Isaiah 45 and 20. Assemble yourselves and come near, draw near together, ye that are escaped of the nations. They have no knowledge that set up the wood of their graven image, and pray unto you, unto a God that cannot save. Yes, so the warner is to us. God help yourself from amongst them, because his wood, his stone, they worshiping, they set up and built with their own hands, and these are gods that they cannot save. Yeah. It's a tell ye and bring them near, yea, let them take counsel together, who had declared this from ancient time. Let all of them gods come and declare the prophecies. Right? Let all of them gather up and declare the prophecies. Who had told it from the time, have I not Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, and there is no God else beside me, a just power and a savior, there is none beside me. And this is Lord is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai testifying that no other gods, no other power beside him, no other power beside them, concerning these idols in the earth. Right, that these heathen nations worship. Isaiah 46 and verses 7. Right. Let's see. They bear him upon the shoulder, they carry him and set him in his place, and he standeth from his place, shall he not remove? Yea, one shall cry unto him, yet can he not answer, nor save him out of his trouble. Right? Yeah, because I just see the idols. I'm gonna go up follow me. Verse 5. It said, to whom will ye liken me, and make me equal, and compare me, that we may be like? They lavish gold out of their bag, and weigh silver in the balance, and hear goldsmith, and he make it a god. They fall down, yea, they worship. They bear him upon the shoulder. Yeah, because you see, they are the carry them idols about. They carry him and set him in his place, and he standeth from his place, shall he not remove? Yea, one shall grant him, yet can he not answer, nor save him out of his trouble. Yes, so these idols can do nothing. Not one thing these idols cannot do. Right? And there's a prophecy where all these idols is going to be destroyed, famished, Jeremiah 10 and 5. These idols are going to be confounded, and yet the people also is going to be confounded, because these idols have no power, no might in them. They are just wood, they are just stone, they are just gold. Jeremiah 10 and 5, it says, they are upright as I'll start. They are upright as a palm tree, but they speak. They must need to be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also it is in them to do good. Yes, so these idols are just like statues. They can't move, they can't talk. For as much as there is none like unto thee, O Yahweh, thou art great, and thy name is great in might. Right? Who would not fear thee, O Yahweh, Hashem, King of nations? For to thee doth it appear, it appertaineth, for as much as among all the wise men of the nations, and in all their kingdoms, there is none like unto thee. Yeah, and the works of the Lord, what he's gonna do is gonna be manifest. Right, I'm gonna jump down to verses 11. It said, thus shall he say unto them, the gods that have not made heavens and earth, even they shall perish from the earth and from under these heavens. He had made the earth by his power, he had established the worlds by his wisdom, and had stretched out the heavens by his discretion. Yeah, and talking about the power of the Lord, but these nations, they cannot do it. These nations have no power, they never created anything. These are gods, right? Now go to verse 4, jump to verse 14. Every man is brutish in his knowledge, every founder is confounded, the idol makers, they that craft these idols, they're going to be confounded, and they that worship the idols going to be confounded by the graven image, for his molten image is false. So these things are just myths that they give storyline to and made up lies and ideologies, and there is no breath in them, no life in them. They are vanity and the works of errors. In the time of their visitation they shall perish. Yeah, I'm gonna bring out the account with the prophet, how he was mocking them. First Kings, you know. And that is it, not new under the sun. The Lord say you're gonna laugh at their calamity when it comes. So when they who was worshipping the Jesus Christ and all these other idols come, and the calamity come upon them, the great destruction, we as the prophets in this time gonna laugh and be in the same spirit of Elijah. First Kings 18, and I'll start at 24. It says, and call ye on the name of your power, or gods, and I will call on the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and the power, the God. Just so. Satan, just so just closing the app. First Kings 18:24. That answered, right, and the God that answered by fire, let him be God. And all the people answered and said, it is well spoken. And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you one bullock for yourselves, and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under. And they took the bullock which was given them, and dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even until noon. Again, these gods, they cannot move, they cannot deliver, they cannot save you. Saying, oh Baal, hear us, but there was no voice, nor any that answered, and they leaped upon the altar which was made. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them. Same thing. We gonna mock them in that time. Hey, I'm to white boy Jesus. He can't save you. You know? We gonna mock in them time, because the Lord say you gonna laugh at the calamities and mock them. And they and said, cry aloud, for he is a God. Neither is he either is he talking, or he is pursuing, or he is in a journey. Yeah, so you was making jokes and laughing at them and mocking them, eh? I feel he talking to Satan. I feel he might be going on a trip to come back. Why he here. Let's say, or he is in a journey, or peradventure he sleepeth and must be awaked. And they cried aloud and cut themselves after their manner with knives and lancets. Yeah, they start to cut up themselves till the blood gushed out upon them. It came to pass when midday was past, and they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice, that there was neither voice nor any answer, nor any that regarded. And Elisha said unto them, All the people come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him. And he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down, which these heathens broke down. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob, unto whom the word of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai came. You know, who the word of the Lord came unto, unto the children of Israel, saying, Israel shall be thy name. And with the stones he built an altar in the name of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, and he made a trench about the altar, as great as would contain 2 measures of seed. And he put the wood in order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid them on the wood, and said, Fill 4 barrels with water, and pour it on the burnt sacrifice, and on the wood. And he said, Do it the second time. And they did it the second time, and said, Do it the third time. And they did it the third time. And the water ran about the altar, and he filled the trenches also with water. And it came to pass at that time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Elisha the prophet came near, and said, O Yahweh Ba'ashem, of Abraham, Jacob, and of Israel. It never mentioned God of the heathens. It said, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel. Not these other nations, not these heathens. Let it be known this day that thou art power in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I would have done all these things at thy word. Hear me, O Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, hear me, that this people may know that thou art power, and thou hast turned their heart back again. Then the fire of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai fell, and consumed the burnt sacrifice, and the wood, and the stone, and the dust, and lick up all the water that was in the trench. And when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces, and they said, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he is power. The power he is the God. Yapa. And Elisha said unto them, Take the prophets of Baal, let none of them escape. And they took them, and Elisha brought them down to the brook Kishon, and slew them there, kill all of them, because they were pursuing his life to kill him. Right, and enough in this precept here. It was Solomon 14 and verses, I'll start at 10, 11. See. For that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it, these idols. Therefore even unto the idols of the Gentiles, and this Gentiles speaking of the heathens, because it was talking about the nations that they go walk according to their gods, shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of Yahweh they are become an abomination to the worshipping of these idols, and stumbling block to the souls of men, and a snare to the unwise. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. Right? For by the vain glory of men they entered into the world, and therefore shall they come shortly to an end. For that and we give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the elders, the apostles, and with millstone salutation to Yahakim, pushing this word in sincerity and truth. Shalom.